The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Danny McCray, Heckma Harrison, and Newey Scruggs.
Let's ride. Thanksgiving Day week, boys.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm looking forward to football, food, man.
My diet starts next week. You know what I mean? Everything starts next week.
You know what, man? Why should we be dieting? If you are blessed enough to have good food, good people around you who can cook amazing food, why are we not eating it and eating a lot of it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Leftovers aplenty.
I got my gym workout in this morning. To get ready.
I got to get mine in tonight. I got to get it in tonight.
Okay. He is Heckma Harris. That's Barry Church, former Dallas Cowboys safety. Danny McCray is on his way back, okay?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Hold on. What's today's day?
So we're getting closer to the return of D-Mac. He's been on assignment here. The Giants are coming to town. The Giants are coming to town. I'm excited about this one.
Okay.
Here's why I'm excited.
I mean.
You can back up what you did against Minnesota by sending a message to a team that you beat earlier, because you know they know what's on the line for the Giants. Really can't lose this one. You need this one. That ability to go up there and say, you know what, we are that team. We are that team. That to me is what's exciting, because you can do that with them to say we are that team. Heck.
Of course, and not only that, it's a NFC East rivalry game. We know what this is all about. So, with that being said, let's not overlook the fact that they are 7-3 as well.
Yeah,
and there's some footing that needs to be, because we lost that NFC matchup against Green Bay. We're in that point of the season now where we have to watch, for seeding purposes.
Got to.
But this is one that you need to have on Thursday.
Yeah.
You can't come into this one messing around, and as you know, these games on Thanksgiving Day, you don't get a lot of opportunity to rest up for them, but they big nonetheless.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, to me, this is going to have some of that playoff atmosphere to it. I feel like, Jerry World should be rocking. Fans are going to be going crazy. You're going to see those towels rocking all around. But I think this is kind of a must-win for both teams, just so they can stay within striking distance of the Philadelphia Eagles. So, to me, this is going to be a huge atmosphere. We know what the Giants bring to the table, all right? They've had and above what I thought they were going to have season. And I think it has a lot to do with their new head coach. I feel like Daboll has those guys playing, a lot better than what I figured they would play. But at the end of the day, I think the Cowboys still got this Giants team number, but this is going to be a heck of a matchup. The Giants are reeling a little bit with a couple injuries, and I expect the Cowboys to take advantage of it. But like you said, Newey, this is a chance for them to go ahead and say the real team that you saw, the real Cowboy squad, was that team up in Minnesota.
You can't lose at home, heck.
No.
Thanksgiving Day game. The league has designed this for you. You don't have to leave. It's your house. You can't give this one away. And Barry, you've been on some teams that have won them and lost them here.
Oh, yeah.
And the 10 days off, how you go into them 10 days can be very different. You cannot lose this one.
You can't lose this one. And like you said, that 10-day break, it all depends on how this game unfolds. Because if you lose playing a bad game, you're going to be thinking about that all break. Like, man, I let this dude get past me. You're going to see the games on Sunday, and they're just going to remind you of what happened on Thursday. So it's going to be a huge game out there, and these teams both are going to come with their A game, I assume. But definitely this is going to be a game where I think we'll see the best of the Cowboys. I think we'll see the best. It might not be as complete as it was in Minnesota, heck, but I believe overall we're going to see a good Cowboys team performance out there.
Barry, last night I was watching the Monday night game, and I had the Cowboys game on the laptop, doing both double duty, trying to look at them.
Right.
And as I was watching the San Francisco-Arizona game and watching the Cowboy Vikings game, I cut the Vikings game off.
Like
and
CBS,
I cut it off, and I won't watch. And here it is, and I won't watch it.
Watch this.
Yeah.
I won't watch that film again, because I realized that the Vikings came out in Glass Jaw Joe mode.
Ooh.
That's what you see that face now. You see that face you just made. This used to be
I don't know
video
anything about it.
It's a video, one of the first video games, 1984 Punch Out. And the dude, Glassjaw Joe, he was like the practice mode. Glassjaw Joe, if you couldn't get a knockout versus Glassjaw Joe, just forget about it.
Put the game away.
Put the whole game away, dog. That's how you get started with Glassjaw Joe. And that's what Minnesota did. I mean, that whole game plan that they have, dog, it was criminal. It was malpractice as a coach for them to do what they did. The Cowboys need to take that film and throw it away and never watch it again, because that'll give you a false – hope is not a strategy.
Yeah.
False hope is even worse. And we can't go into this game thinking that we're something that we're not, because what Minnesota showed us, dog, it was all kinds of bad, man.
But isn't that the Giants in a way? And I feel like Minnesota, you took on Minnesota. This was a team that was winning games. You just kind of, it's still Kirk Cousins. Are they really that good? I mean, a lot of folks had those kind of questions. And I look at the Giants, I'm like, yeah, you've won 7 games, lost to the Cowboys, but are you really that good? And if the Cowboys do what I say they need to do, follow it up, the Minnesota game against the Giants, to show we're that team, heck, man, should be eating good by the third quarter.
No,
quarter.
Man, I was there. Dog, we just went in there. We knocked the boys out. Our Super Bowl. I was going crazy. Then I saw what Minnesota did, and I was like, nah, bro. You don't do that as a coach. You don't offer up your quarterback the way that they offered up Kirk Cousins. Look out. You don't do that. Okay, I don't even care if it's in the name of gamesmanship. If we're just going to say, we don't want to show them my hand because we might see them in the playoffs, or we don't want to put something on film, but you don't even do that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just certain things as a coach, as an offensive scheming, all of those things. Man, there were points in the game, man. Dan Quinn had basically a 50 defense out there with a different personnel. The one technique shaded over, Dorrance Armstrong in the 4, and a guy in the wide 9, and Kirk Cousins moved the tight end motion out. Now, even Jimmy Garoppolo, who, if you blink real fast, they are the same person and the same quarterback, right? Even Jimmy Garoppolo waved back in Kittle in that same situation. Yeah. Dog, cut that off. Don't watch that again, bro.
Just malpractice.
Dog, that's malpractice, dog. They setting us up for something, dog.
He waved Kittle back in, and then Arizona's like, nah, we ain't touching him. Who's that 33 last night?
Oh,
did you see that in the Monday night game, boy?
No.
Man. I mean, there's business decisions.
See what I'm saying?
And then there's some pussycat now.
Yeah, man, call it.
Okay.
Call it.
That wasn't even no business. I mean, business, you at least go just dive at his legs, attempt to, wait till he run by, then dive out. This dude he
play dead.
Here you go.
I'm dead. I'm live.
I'm
fast. I'm slow.
I mean,
no, it's bad.
That's the kind of stuff to get a coach fired right there.
Oh yeah.
Because now you got a GM and the owner. Like, man, what kind of ship you running when cats are just I'm not gonna try and touch him.
Right.
I'm not even trying to push. Excuse me.
Yeah. You got it, boss. You
right.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Man, you don't want that.
I mean, Aikman tore him. I mean, it was bad 33, man. I forgot his name because I looked it up. I was like, who is this? Played South Carolina State.
Is this?
Like he ain't swag. Played South Carolina State, so he ain't swag.
Stealing money.
Yeah, you got that check.
Stealing.
You got that check.
I mean, man. No, that's the kind of. I mean, and that it made me think of. So Barry always talks about when Jason Garrett was here, Garrett vision. When they just show the play and run it right back and all that. I mean, man, because it wasn't just him. He was the most egregious defender on that one. Heck, there was like 6 of them. I don't want this, man.
You don't want no smoke.
I don't want this.
Bad ball decisions all around, man.
I mean, but when my man just like, look, let me back up, I'm gonna stop and let him run on by. I'm like, wow, the effort level there. And I bring this back to the Cowboys. That is where you don't give many times we don't give Mike McCarthy enough credit, and especially for a game like Minnesota, will your guys play hard? We've never had the issue where you looked at it and say, hey, man, these guys won't play for him. They won't go out and do their jobs. Yeah. So there's a lack of pride, because I felt so much of that Minnesota game and why I picked the Cowboys to win that. This was about pride. You go up there to Green Bay, you have it in control, you lose it. It was a total team meltdown. How do you respond? It becomes pride. And what I saw last night on display in Mexico City from the Arizona Cardinals at the end of the game with George Kittle just running down there, guys don't want to touch him. There's a lack of pride. And that becomes that's how head coaches get fired. Mm-hmm. You were there with your man, Uncle Wade.
Oh, yeah. That was my boy, too, man. He was the ultimate players coach, but guys
Y'all got
just
your
didn't-
coach fired.
Yeah, we did. And everybody in that locker room,
Everybody
in that locker room understood it too. Like, man, we felt bad because Jerry came in, he even was crying. I'm like, man, we felt bad because we just didn't perform for the guy. I mean, nobody was wanting to tackle. We started 0-3. And next thing you know, here comes, old JG came in there. Just kind of flipped it a little bit.
Green Bay, too. Green Bay. Boy,
That was
embarrassing.
45-3.
Sunday night football.
Sunday night football. It wasn't quite cold yet, so Cats was out there. Man, I was only playing special teams, so I got out of there. My rookie year, I was only on team. We played well. I don't know. But Cats on the defense got destroyed, man.
It wasn't me.
Next thing you know,
So will Dan Quinn go to Arizona? If they make a change on there? He's got Kyler Murray.
They ain't got enough defensive guys for him, I don't think.
He got a quarterback?
He don't want to coach 33. 33 talking about, I don't want that smoke.
I don't want none of that smoke.
No, he don't want that.
Well, I mean, they won't be playing for him like that. But I mean, that's and I don't know if Cliff Kingsbury will make it. They gave him a contract extension, but it's a National Football League. I mean, you can write that thing off all day long. But that's the kind of if I'm Michael Bidwell, I'm looking at someone like Dan Quinn. I need you to change my culture and change what's going on right, because we saw what was here with Mike Nolan. Guys were here with Mike Nolan. Hey, man, I'm not feeling this at all. And Dan Quinn has this belief that the guys believe it. I remember Dak Prescott signed his contract and spoke about how he was excited about Dan Quinn for everything he'd heard. So you need coaches that guys want to play for. Dan Quinn. Clearly, you've got Mike McCarthy. That stuff matters, man. And when you watch other teams, that's when, like for me, just last night, when I was just watching, I was like, you know what? Coaching really does. I've always said coaching matters, but it was just watching someone else other than the Cowboys. You're like, oh my gosh.
There's never been an indictment on Mike McCarthy that said he was a bad player. Like wasn't, the guys didn't respect him. That was always there. I think, look, no excuses given to him. None will be given to him. But he comes in the COVID year, horrible. Last year, you're right there on the cusp. You run into a buzzsaw. Sorry. And I don't know if y'all watched much of that game yesterday, but the 49ers looked like your daddy's 49ers from back in the day, okay?
Last night, but that playoff game, I'm sorry, heck, Jimmy had a bad thumb. You knew he couldn't throw the ball down the field. You knew what they were going to do, run. They came out there and punched you in the mouth on offense.
That's called toss sweep. Man hat on hat. That's called welcome to the Terror Dome.
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do?
Barbecue chicken alert.
You heard me?
Barbecue chicken alert.
That's all I'm saying. You saw it.
Should have been bobbing and weaving.
Glassjaw Joe. First series. Glassjaw Joe.
God, you knocked Glassjaw Joe off his feet.
Yeah, that was real.
Here comes defense. Glassjaw.
And I'm telling you, what I saw with Christian McCaffrey and come on, man, the way they use check, man, that look like Raffman and what's my guy?
Roger Craig.
They look like Raffman and Craig. Boy, that you don't want to see that. That's real West Coast stuff right there, baby.
Well, you're right, but that's the one thing we know about Kyle Shanahan.
What's that?
When it comes down to trying to win a big one. 10-point double-digit lead in the second half in the Super Bowls.
He can't live that one down.
He can't
live that one down.
Dude, this man has lost 2 rings.
No.
This man has lost 2 rings.
No, he can't live that one down.
I mean, the only guy I've seen perform worse in the Super Bowls was Don Shula. He was the head coach of the Baltimore Colts when they were 16-point favorites against the Jets, lost that one. And then the next Super Bowl they got to with Miami lost 24-3, the only team that didn't score a touchdown Super Bowl. He went undefeated the next year and won 2 Super Bowls. But I mean, to watch a man lose 2 Super Bowls like that for Kyle Shanahan, I mean, just like wow, I'd love to truth serum Dan Quinn one day, just one-on-one. Like, hey man,
it's a lot of cuss words in there.
Hey man, what was it like walking off the field and you go in the locker room and you see that dude?
He got to take a little bit of that too, though. That was his defense too.
But Julio makes the catch on the sidelines, tap dancing. All you have to do at this point.
Oh, for sure. I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 100%. Yeah.
You'll pass on 3rd down. Your boy it's a holding call. I mean, it just everything. He's like, oh my gosh. And then afterwards, Kyle's like, hey man, we were trying to be aggressive. We're aggressive. Oh, you're like, no, baby, it's not about it.
What are you doing?
It's about trying to win the game, which goes back into the coaching, man. And unfortunately. Kyle is one of this league's so bad now. Kyle is one of the better coaches in the game.
Come on now, boy.
Brandon
You
Staley.
cold work,
Brandon
boy.
Staley.
Piece of work.
He cold work.
Charger coach
He's
is
terrible.
good.
He's terrible.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Clint
bad.
Kingsbury last night.
That's
What
bad.
you want with that, man?
That's bad.
They're going to get hit with the Josh Rosen.
They sat up there on ESPN talking about how great of a leader Colt McCoy is and guys talk about how he in the room making stuff happen. Like,
What?
yes.
I heard that too. I was like, hold on.
They tried to build him. Like, come on, it's Monday night. You know, they got to have something, man. It's
I
cold.
mean, you got the Colts out there going to bring a dude in off the streets who ain't never coached. I mean,
It's one of them years, man.
right. I mean, Carolina fired their coach. I mean, dude, the coaching right now in this league. So Shanahan is elite. When you start looking around his league,
McDaniels is trash this year.
The dude in Cleveland. I mean, what's he doing? I mean, so you look around and, hey, man, yeah, McDaniels up there. I think
Our brother.
But you say the Swedish Fades is coming back, though.
I saw the stat was like the Raiders had only given up 3 17-point leads in the second half, like 3 times since 1960, and this dude's like done it 4 times this year, or whatever. I mean, it's bad, But if you can figure it out right, like Soul Brother down there in Miami,
Yeah, he figured it out. That's the man.
Y'all got
you good, man.
Yeah.
Makes you
Good.
thankful for Double M.
Look at what he's done for Tua, man. I didn't see this coming. But that's just, and by the way, he was with Shanahan. But dude, the coaching in this league is we like, ooh.
That's what I was just about to say. He was under Shanahan. He was under Shanahan. Well, come on, man. Shanahan did some things. I'm just saying last night and what they did versus us in the playoffs, it was one time when they bought Big Williams out, and I was like, oh, that's our nightmare.
Yeah.
That's our biggest
You don't wanna
nightmare
see
right
that.
there.
They should have been in the Super Bowl, okay? Truth be told about San Francisco, my man makes that pick, it's over.
Yeah.
True
He
indeed.
drops it, and then right. And then the Rams end up winning because I think whoever played Cincinnati was going to win that game.
Yeah, their all-line was just...
Because you talk about another coach that's shaky as heck, man. I don't think that dude's very, very good coach out there. I mean, I don't care if he went Super Bowl or not. I don't think he's a good coach. I don't.
I agree with you on that
I don't think that he's that Cincinnati's a good coach. So, and then even Harbaugh, who's won a Super Bowl, I mean, he was making some questionable decisions this year out there. Baltimore, what you doing? What are you doing? But
then when you start taking the lid off of Harbaugh, then you have to go to Tomlin. It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Tomlin got a quarterback.
Well, see, that's
Come on, man. When you
we always see we got a built-in for Tomlin all the time. Gotta let him out the.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. If my general manager comes to me and says we signed Mitchell Trubisky and we're gonna compete for the job, no, you're not going. That's a death knell. I mean, this guy can't play.
Trubisky trash.
He cannot play. Come on, heck.
I mean, hey, I'm just saying, if you're gonna take the lid off, you took the lid off a guy. I'm just like, man, I think he's doing a damn good job this year, right?
I mean,
Who?
I got Baltimore.
Oh, you talking about Harbaugh?
Harbaugh.
Yeah.
no, man, he's lost 3 games this year with bad decision making.
On behalf,
His part or Lamar Jackson's
No,
part?
as the coach. You look at the double-digit leads they've lost out there, man. It's a bad decision making here. And one more, and we gonna go for it. Man, people act like, you got Justin Tucker. What we going for?
Oh yeah. I remember
What
that.
you doing?
I don't remember what game that was, but yeah, he should have put Justin Tucker in.
Go 9. Go.
Hindsight, you got him. I mean, but good coach though. Not in the same breath of the other guys.
No.
But
When I talk about just questionable decision making,
Okay.
He comes in line with some bad. He's had 3 games this year. When I look at the Baltimore, they should have won. And I go back, man, that's coach. You can't be the reason why your guys lose. You can't be. They can lose, and they can do what they do, but you can't be the reason they do what they do. We're late on a break, man. Let's get a break up in here.
Good talk.
Yes. Hey, I was in the locker room yesterday, man. And boy, I'm gonna ask Church, well, how come Monday's scrappy day, like dudes avoiding us like crazy? Now, I want to dive into that next with Barry Church, Heckma Harris, I'm New Respect. This is Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos on DallasCowboys.com radio.
With Smoothie King's original Angel Food and new Angel Food Slim without added sugar, you no longer have to choose between treating yourself and hitting your goals this summer. You don't have to choose between great taste and feeling great. Because at Smoothie King, every blend is made with whole fruits and no syrups, so you can satisfy your cravings without compromise. The only choice you will need to make is which one is best for you. Try our classic Angel Food or the new Angel Food Slim, blended without added sugar. Smoothie King. Rule the day.
Attention Cowboys fans looking for the best shave of your life. There's a new official razor of the Dallas Cowboys, Shave Logic. Imagine not having to buy blades as often and getting more smooth shaves than your old razor, guaranteed or your money back. After more than 10 years of research and over 150 company patents, ShaveLogic is proud to offer Cowboys fans a special offer. For a limited time, visit ShaveLogic.com and get a free $10 gift card with your purchase. Go to ShaveLogic.com now for more smooth shaves guaranteed.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. You hear that? I'm a torrential downpour. Torrential? What's that even mean? It means you can't see out of your windshield. And if you have the wrong car insurance, you might have to make it rain to fix your bumper. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Back to the Players Lounge.
The 2022 Salute to Service Collection is calling your name. All NFL proceeds from this collection are donated to their military nonprofit partners. So head to your local Dallas Cowboys Pro Shop online at shop.dallascowboys.com, a Fanatics experience, and join the boys in supporting the troops today.
Heckma Harrison, thank you very much. He's Barry Church from Dallas Cowboys safety. I'm Newey Scruggs. This is the Players Lounge brought to you by Tostitos. So, there was a 4:45 locker room availability yesterday. First, it was supposed to be 11 a.m. Then they changed it to 4:45.
All right.
Ghost town up in there.
Ain't nobody available.
Ghost town.
They saw the tape. They were like, man.
Guys wasn't getting treatment or nothing.
There's Anthony Brown teasing us like, I'm going to try to act like I'm on my phone.
He's on the Players Lounge. That's why.
Then so...
All I saw was a lot of pictures of helmets coming out. I'm like, apparently nobody's in there.
It was like a bobblehead.
Everybody was tweeting helmets. That's when you know there's nothing going in there.
I let you two go, so I didn't go talk to Anthony Brown. I didn't want to tell on you all. So J-Ron Curse. So we go to the meet. So the meeting, we go over there to J-Ron Curse. Curse starts talking, and then Anthony Brown gonna run out the locker room out the back. So he didn't want to talk. Peyton Hendershot was getting dressed, and he got done. Then here comes Dalton Schultz and then Jake Ferguson. Schultz went ahead, put on his clothes real quick and ran out. I know he mad at Calvin Watkins in the morning news. So.
And air it out then, Newey.
Yeah, but
damn.
This is just what it is. Look,
Wow,
all
it
of
was
us.
Calvin's fault.
In the locker room, man, all of us just look, people are going to be mad at you in the media. That's just going to happen. I remember Terrell Owens was boycotting Ed Werder and I one time. So what's going to happen where guys are mad at you about something? I mean, it just is what
you
it
do
is.
to T.O.?
Yeah, man. I know there's a story.
Anyway, go ahead.
Hey, go ahead, man.
Go ahead, man. I'm sorry. I don't want to get you sidetracked.
That guy. The player. I want to talk about the player. But so we get JK, who was good. So Curse was good. Then it's a matter of, okay, where do we go next? Because it's getting slim. CD left the locker room. Michael was in the locker room early, but he gave an indication like, don't even come to me. Saw Zach Martin over there, but I saw Luke Gifford. Hey.
My boy, special teams, baby.
So Luke Gifford is one of my guys, okay? So I went on over there, then everybody else followed. But special teams is what I want to talk to Luke about. It's like, hey, on a Thursday, quick turnaround here, how important is the special team? Because you can get sloppy, from playing here. Your body's a little bit banged up. Just like this is an area where you've got to take care of things. And so Luke was good there. I asked Scott Golden, I said, hey, man, can we get Brett Maher? Is he still around here? He's like, you know what? He is. So Brett Maher came out here.
Okay. When his birthday yesterday?
Don't know.
Yeah, I thought it was.
We didn't ask. He told me he's got 12 tickets he's got to buy for Thanksgiving Day.
Okay.
And we had a nice conversation with him. So, it'd been a minute since we talked to Brett Maher. So, I was glad.
He was going to be available. After hitting 60 yards, he's like,
I'm here.
What y'all need from me, baby? I know I got you some fantasy points.
I'm here.
Well, actually, somebody did ask me that. You win a lot of people's fantasy points. I said, you got 22 for me yesterday. Thank you.
There it is.
So it was basically a heavy special teams day. But, man, your boys would just run out. Nobody wanted to talk, nothing.
I wonder why, though.
And they won, though. Heck, that's why I didn't get it.
Yeah, and everybody played well. Like, I could see Curse for sure going in there. He beat his old squad. He had a sack. He's playing well. Everybody played good. So maybe Cass was getting treatment. I don't know. Maybe Cass was getting treatment, trying to get ready for Thursday, so they wasn't in the locker room. Me, I was always a big, when the media is coming, I'm going to go head out the side door and hit the sauna for a while and then come back in a little bit later.
Just did
you know what I mean? You go in that locker room, you got to go through the middle part, and then you go around the corner to the back. You know what I mean? So I was always that guy. So I don't know. Maybe Cats was getting treatment out here, man. You know.
Yesterday was Maher's birthday. Just letting you know.
Happy belated birthday, Maher.
Happy birthday. Then Osa Digizua came out late, but I was already done. We were done.
It was a wrap.
They told us, "Hey, thanks everybody, go." And then Osa.
Man, they watched that tape, Nui. They saw that tape.
Conveniently, Osa came on out. Like, okay.
I am here.
No, he wasn't here. It's like, I'm here, but not for you.
Some cats walking out.
Oh yeah, they say clothes. All of a sudden now people are running on in there, man.
Hey, what's up, man? I just missed you, man. But I tell you what, man.
So locker room today, I was like, I'm not going.
You ain't going in there today?
All the big dogs talk today.
Yeah, they're gonna be in there.
I was at TCU, so.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
I was over at TCU in Fort Worth. I mean, they can go 12-0. And finish the regular season undefeated, so it was a choice. Okay, do I want to go in the locker room and get people running out on me again, or I'm gonna go someplace where I know where they're gonna be?
BC, that's why we got to go over there, man. I know if I go with you, cause you BC, everybody know me. Come on, man, let's go slide. That's what I'm saying, man.
I'll slide with him. I can't slide with him.
We'll go slide. We go slide.
I'll sit on the edge.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, I'll sit on the edge.
You ain't been there all year.
They gonna hit me like, man, ain't you that guy that be talking all
that? No, we're gonna kill all that, man. We're gonna squash all that.
You haven't been there all year long.
I tell you what, I'm gonna slide in there like this, though.
Wish you would. I wish you would.
Sit at Anthony Barr's locker. Says I'm the only 42 in here.
The only 42. Now we understand.
Your boy, man. Listen, I'm in the building.
What is he doing? I'm just coming in.
Do the bobblehead.
Church is going to sit in the training room. That's where he's used to sitting.
Oh, no. Don't do a dog like that, man. Come on. Do the bobblehead.
We did run past George Edwards on our way to the locker room.
Man.
What's up with George, man? What did he say to Cook? What did he say to Cook?
He said something to Cook.
Because the Cook was hot.
Because he came back.
So Clarence Hill got to him, What's going on? So Clarence Hill got to him, and Calvin got to him, and then, he just started to laugh. He's like, you guys not even going to say Happy Thanksgiving? He wanted to duck and dodge it, but yeah, he smiled. He smiled.
He said something slick.
Oh, look, he
it was personal. Yeah,
he said personal.
He knew something about it.
He smiled. I mean, he smiled because he knew what he did. Coaches out here causing penalties now.
Cook was hot too. He was hot, man.
He cost his team. That's a big deal.
It was hilarious here. It was hilarious. Okay, can we trust the Cowboys' run defense after what we witnessed in Minnesota and Saquon Barkley is coming here? We know exactly what it is they want to do. The Lions shut the Giants' run game down. Let's dive into that next with Heckma Harrison. He's Barry Church, former Dallas Cowboys safety. I'm Nui Scruggs. This Players Lounge brought to you by Tostitos on DallasCowboys.com radio.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. You hear that? I'm a torrential downpour. Torrential? What's that even mean? It means you can't see out of your windshield. And if you have the wrong car insurance, you might have to make it rain to fix your bumper. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Want to use what the pros use? How about the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black? Right now, you can get the Jack Black Starter, a curated collection of Cowboys locker room favorites for just $10 with free shipping. The starter includes 4 Jack Black skincare favorites, plus a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Go to getjackblack.com/Cowboys and use the code word TEAMJB. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys. The Jack Black Starter, $10, free shipping.
With Smoothie King's original Angel Food and new Angel Food Slim without added sugar, you no longer have to choose between treating yourself and hitting your goals this summer. You don't have to choose between great taste and feeling great. Because at Smoothie King, every blend is made with whole fruits and no syrups, so you can satisfy your cravings without compromise. The only choice you will need to make is which one is best for you. Try our classic Angel Food or the new Angel Food Slim, blended without added sugar. Smoothie King. Rule the day.
Back to the Players Lounge.
That's pretty good. Get cozy and join us at the Star for our movie festive night. For the best movie festive night yet. Movie night at the Star presented by Monument Realty on November 30th, featuring a Christmas classic, Elf. The show is free and open to the public and begins at 7 p.m. For more information, visit thestarinfrisco.com.
Hackma Harrison, appreciate you very much. This is Barry Church from Dallas Cowboys safety. I'm Newey Scruggs. So Vikings, the Cowboys run D was good. They said they would work on the run D after giving up 200 yards to the Bears and 200 yards to the Green Bay Packers. Can we trust it? Can we trust them as they face the Giants? Heckman, what does trust require?
Time, consistency, and proof, Newey.
Exactly. So we saw it one time. One time, can you do it again? That's what the great ones do. You can make a good record one time. What's the dude who did the
Vanilla Ice?
No.
That's what I was thinking right there, Church.
Bubba Sparks.
Call it Paul Bubba Sparks. Yes, sir. Yes.
I was thinking of a man who did the song. I always feel like somebody's watching me. It was a Stonewall, something like that.
Rockwall.
I thought that was a
whatever.
Michael Jackson song for the longest.
And that was my thing where I was going to. Okay, everybody thought, hey, what's your next song going to be? Without Michael. And I still don't know what it is. Okay, so can you do it again? Can you do it again without some help?
I was MJ for the longest.
Vanilla Ice. But yes.
Gotta do with the bubble, baby.
So that's you guys know how to ruin. You got to ruin a good paths going here.
We don't know where you're going when you get those pregnant pauses, dog. We always think you're about to do something else, man.
You never know what's going on.
Yeah, we don't know.
That's my fault for not having Rockwall in my mind.
It's all good, man.
But
where are you going with that? I'm sorry.
I'm done.
Nah, but can we trust them? Can we trust them to go forward? And I'm saying we can. I say we can if they continue to get teams into that we got to battle back from behind. Because if we look at it, the Packers, for whatever reason, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter, they stuck with the run. This guy's game, the Minnesota Vikings, they were down, 10 points at one time? It was 13-3. And they said, you know what? The hell, we're running the ball. We got to throw this thing all over the yard. And that's when you fall straight into Dan Quinn's trap, all right? Because we all know we got waves on waves on waves of pass rushers that can come after you, fresh pass rushers. We saw Sam Williams, Dante Fowler coming in the second wave. So, to me, if they can continue to get up on teams, then they can stop the run. But it's going to be that squad that they're not going to be able to get up quite up on. And if they're going to still stick with the run, it's going to be hard. So I'm going to wait for that opportunity. But as of right now, man, I say we can trust that guy, Dan Quinn, the mad scientist.
So, heck, they gave up 167 yards to the Giants in the first game, by the way.
Right. Exactly.
By the way. Saquon had 14 carries in that one, had a touchdown, 81 yards. And Daniel Jones. Remember, Daniel Jones was out there running wild.
He got like 80-some yards.
He had 9 carries for 79 yards, and so he converted some first downs doing that. So this is why I brought up the word trust. You got to go show us you can do this one more time and show that you are that team. That, okay, we just didn't fix the run game for 1 week. We have figured out how we have to do this going forward.
Well, it's no coincidence that Brian Daboll and the coach Mike Vrabel from the Tennessee Titans, those are the 2 disciples from Bill Belichick that I think the recipe actually is hitting. They got the recipe. All right, Thanksgiving dinner is going to be a lot of people cooking Mama's recipe. It is only going to be, you're going to know who really got the recipe, the real recipe. And they have it. They stick to a style of defense that I think caters to their defense caters to their offense. They know they're going to get behind their running game. The same thing in Tennessee. They don't try and fake you out with a whole bunch of movement. They're going to run the ball, okay? And that's why I think when the Giants hired Brian Daboll, and just my respect for him coming from Buffalo as well, I knew that it wouldn't be a matter of time that they would get good. I didn't know it would be this soon that they would be looking like this, and that's why it makes it. This is why this game is so important. They're going to stick to the run. They're not going to abandon it, because if you look at where their injuries are, they also got some injuries at wide receiver. Yeah. So that further pushes the issue on the problems that they're having. And by the way, they got rid of Kadarius Toney. So they don't have anything, and the only thing they do have is Saquon. And so I expect for them, if they have any success in the running game, they're going to try and pile those yards on. The thing is with a running team, and we saw this with Chicago, is once you get behind, then it throws the whole equation off. And so I think for the Cowboys, the only way to success is to come out firing and understand that you have a Giants team that's reeling because of the injuries.
They're not going to be able to score a lot of points. So if you're the Cowboys, who first seven possessions, rolling up points like that.
Can't use that tape.
Throw it out.
In the previous home game before that against the Bears, they were rolling up points.
Yeah,
so
they were.
They do score at home pretty well. So if you can roll up some points here and try to make the Giants one-dimensional, then you've got that opportunity to unleash the pass rush out there. And then the run game is something that they can't utilize. But if you keep this thing close like they did up there in the Meadowlands where it's a tight game, then, you can use the run. But that's another thing with the offense. It's okay. Figure out what you got to do. And we kind of spoke a little bit about pre-show. What do you do in terms of can you put some combinations where you've got Pollard and Zeke in the backfield, trying to make them figure out, okay, who's going to do what out here? I mean, people always talk about Kellen Moore being in his bag, and he was in the bag last week. What do you do? How do you make this Giants team choose? Where do we need to go here if you put both of these guys out there on the football field?
That's what I saw yesterday from the San Francisco 49ers when I saw the running back from
CMC, Christian McCaffrey
and Deebo Samuels. Having those two players on the field at the same time with George Kittle. And George Kittle's one of my favorite tight ends in the whole wide world. Just the way he block, I don't care. He is a destructive force. But for the Cowboys to have a situation that Zeke and Pollard would be on the field together, not necessarily in the backfield together, but split Pollard out, put Pollard at the slot. I think everything that we've been talking about, this Odell Beckham, Tyree, all of this stuff that we're saying, bringing in another guy, there are weapons that we have on our offense that we still haven't exploited. And even Dak last week with 25 total throws, 20 connecting on 22 of those, they had opportunity to try and see if they can make some other things work. I expect for Kellen Moore to be in his bag. And I know Kellen Moore, after seeing the way that Pollard performed and seeing him in those passing, 109, I believe it was passing, you see that you have an opportunity to exploit defenses with Tony Pollard.
Without a doubt. I mean, he's similar to what Dan Quinn uses the big briefcase as.
Right.
He's like a chess piece out there. He's like a weapon offensively for Kellen Moore and Dak Prescott. And like you said, I can see them using, 20 personnel, 2 backs, 0 tight ends, having Zeke in that eye, and then, Tony Pollard in that slot, because then you could use them in so many ways. You can motion them, do jet sweeps. You can motion them back to the backfield. You can have them at that slot and run routes out there. So, to me, he's a mismatch nightmare out there. And if you want to do that tempo, if you want to do that hurry up and keep New York in that certain personnel, you could do so because you got the weapons.
This is just I say I'm going to just beat this thing home all day. This is an opportunity to show everybody you are that team.
Yeah.
And to show the New York Giants, okay, you know what? It's a nice run you guys are on, but we're better than you. We were better than you the first time, and we're going to be better than you at home. And hopefully by the time, when you're sitting there enjoying that Jonas Brothers halftime show, they've done their business.
Oh, you know me, Jonas Brothers already.
Brett Maher said he had to get 12 tickets. I had our news anchor, Mary Land. She's like, "Yeah, my daughter want to go see Jonas Brothers." So I'm like, man, people actually want to see this show. Last year's halftime show was Who was it? It was Luke Combs, who is the.
Didn't they do Destiny's Child one year? What year was that?
I think Roy was here that year. Roy was dating Kelly Rowland. But Luke Combs was like the American CMA Artist of the Year. Right. But he was so he's a popular dude. I just know who he was. But the crowd of people around there, they were jamming to him. But I know the crowd will be hyped up for the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
For that.
Help me out here, Chris Bean. What's the Jonas Brothers song, man? For $1 million.
Is Sucker for You one of their songs?
I have no idea.
Come on, man. Come on, Chris. Bail us out.
I can't even lie to you.
No, Jazz says, burn it up. I don't know. I've never. In year 3000.
In year 3000. There you go.
Okay, I mean,
Audio Jazz. Thank you.
Hey, look, I've got kids who listen to the pop station, so they know it, but I'm not sure. I just hear stuff all the time, so I think "Sucker for You" is theirs or somebody else's, but I know somebody like them sings that song.
There you go.
It's a couple white guys that sing that, the young white guys that sing "Sucker for You." Not sure if it's them, could be somebody else, but
You got the plug on the Taylor Swift tickets, though?
Man, you see the price for them joints? Oh, my God.
Do anybody have a plug on the Taylor?
I said.
Hey, man, can I get the... Come on,
really
Newey. I know you got it.
Cat's really paying that for
I know
for
you got it, Newey.
I one time helped a friend out the last time she was here. Called me again. I'm like, no, that's not available anymore. that hookup is no longer available.
Well, the tickets is out. I was looking like, oh.
That's the Tay-Tay.
One was like 95 bands. I'm like, oh, man, y'all out of pocket for real.
Man, it'll have to be the Christ.
So,
you know what I'm saying? You have to get the elixir with that.
So the problem now with trying to buy tickets like that, you got to pay this number. You got to pay this number for the seat, and then apparently the surcharges on there are crazy too.
That's crazy, man.
Like the fees, that's what's getting people like fees. That's the big game right now. Is like, hey man, let's just say you paid $300 for a ticket. Now, man, people trying to run these different companies trying to run up and ask you for $100 just in the fees.
No, man,
that's a whole different ball game right there.
Can't do that.
Look,
Bruno Mars didn't do that to me though. Bruno that's a good show,
people, man.
Bruno, that's a good show right there, man. Yeah, I'm not interested in seeing tips.
So by the time halftime come, my meal's gonna be going down because the Cowboys are being opened up another can. We'll be up 28-3.
Daniel.
Maybe that's a bad number. I ain't gonna say 28.
Make Daniel Jones be Daniel Jones and
one more
make
time.
a throw. And so, yes, I mean this is what they should do. Now, of course, like I said, I can't trust nobody because I've been let down too many times. But judging in the locker room, just talking to guys yesterday, I had the feeling that they understood what this could and should be. And nobody's church mentioned nobody wants to spend 10 days thinking about how they didn't get the job done at home. And heck, man, you got folks up here buying. Either you bought tickets for family to come, or you're trying to go eat the big family meal after. Man, nobody want to go home looking like a loser. It'd be all uncomfortable.
There's gonna be that one cousin that always, man, you got burnt out there, man. You just reminiscing on stuff. I'm like, man, take your butt home somewhere, man.
What you guys doing out there?
I thought y'all was good. Like,
hey, your cousin's from Pittsburgh, so they all Steelers fans.
Yep.
Trust me, I know. Yeah. I'm there. I know your hell.
Man. I know it, man. I'm telling you.
All right, fun show. We're back tomorrow. Okay, we're back tomorrow.
That's the last one of the week, though, right?
Yes,
I think so. Yeah.
Yes, because we got Thanksgiving Day Friday. We know you out Black Friday shopping.
Yeah, we're gonna get it in
on Friday, doing your thing there. Go online, but.
Yeah, we gotta get that in. We gotta get the kids right, so we're gonna be online shopping.
Go online.
Even though I like being in person, seeing what I'm purchasing, man. But you're right, man. It's gonna be a madhouse out there. So
I hear you. I bought a pair of shoes. I had to return them because online it looked like they were purple. I got them and they were more maroon.
See, that's what I hate. That
what shoes were those?
They're a couple of Jordans.
Okay.
These guys have I know what you do. You don't forget you. We're going. Y'all not gonna treat me like Anthony Brown in here, okay? I'm not gonna take that. Goodbye, Heckma Harrison. Goodbye, Barry. My best podcast, my fun podcast, the Media Mash is coming up right here on DallasCowboys.com radio.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?